This week, field testing an inflatable safety vest
Made me worry for a minute, like how come I don't hurt?
and a stall monitor system you can use from your smartphone.
iPhone, iPad, and all Android devices.
That is so cool.
So get comfortable, kick your boots off, and join me. This is The Horse Show, and I'm Rick Land.
The StallWatch portable equine video surveillance system has created some real buzz in the show world, where keeping an eye on horses and property can be a challenge.
You never have enough eyes on everything that is happening at your barn or at the horse show.
First thing in the morning, last thing at night, it makes me feel a little bit more comfort.
I had a horse get cast the other night, and I could see exactly what happened the moment it happened, and I had people down there in 5 minutes.
For a field test of the StallWatch system, I joined Darla Duncan at Circle S Ranch, the Scottsdale, Arizona home of quarter horse superstars Jim and Deanna Searles.
Well, let's start at the beginning. What is it?
Well, StallWatch is a video surveillance kit. We're based out of Nashville, so this Nashville-based trainer didn't understand with local technology why she was driving to the barn in her pajamas. We've all done it with horses. You're compelled to check one last time. So she was like, why can't we have something that would transmit video? Well, you can put a permanently wired system in a home barn, but if you horse show all the time and you're traveling, that's not really an option.
Right.
So we found a need for a portable kit. We partnered with Verizon Wireless, so that's who we use to stream the video. So as long as you're in a Verizon coverage area, you're set. You hang the box, plug it in, give it power. You have 4 cameras with each box. Put those within a 75-foot radius of the box, and within minutes you have the live video going right to your phone, and we store a 30-day loop. So if you miss something, you can also go back and review any of the video footage.
But what I don't quite get is normally video eats up a lot of bandwidth. You need a really big pipe. How are you streaming video on phone bandwidth?
We actually were told by security companies we wouldn't be able to make the product stable, and our initial product was not stable. So it took 2 years with a lot of our team having to rewrite the coding that comes off the cameras, the way it's transmitted through the internet. I'm not really a techie, but when I saw the initial concept and the idea for the product, and the ability to just be able to see my horse on my phone. I had a horse that had just foundered. We didn't know how bad it was. You know, in the beginning you don't. So I was driving to the barn 3 or 4 times a day, 30 minutes one way. Nobody knows your own horse like you do, like having your eyes watching an animal that you know well.
Do people buy this, or how does that part of it work?
We have packaged it all together into a service package. So you pay a monthly fee which covers the internet, it covers the unlimited data because you stream 24/7, and we store a 30-day loop on each camera on our servers in the cloud. So if you miss something, you show up and you miss the foal being born, or you know, someone's hurt themselves and you don't know what happened, or a saddle walked out of your tack room. You know, maybe someone was borrowing it. Who knows what happened? All you have to do is go back. Right on your phone, right on your computer, and go right through the video. We've actually had 2 customers robbed at horse shows. Both times the police were able to identify and arrest off of our video.
Good for you.
So.
Now you said phone. What kind of phone platform is it?
Smartphone. We have free apps for the Apple devices, so your iPhone, iPad. And we also have free apps in the Google Marketplace, which covers all of the Android phones.
You've thought of everything.
We try.
How come this says Lola on it?
Well, we name every kit.
Yeah?
So every kit that goes out the door is assigned a name, and that's how we keep up with the parts, and that's how we assign it to a customer. So if a customer calls us, we can log right into their device. We can see what their internet connection looks like, if they're having a problem, or say a camera is not functioning properly, we just give them a new one and we overnight it.
Are we going to install one of these today? Is that the plan?
That's the plan. When you get your kit, it'll come just like this, all contained. The kits are either 2 or 4 camera. This is a 4. So this is the camera. It's nice and small. So I pull the cameras out, and then each camera will have a white power supply. Then what you have left is your internet connection, which is in this box, an antenna to boost that, and then this sprays the wireless signal out to the camera.
That looks like it's made to stay in the box. You
It
don't
is.
unpack that stuff?
No, it just stays put. And then we have a grommet at the bottom, so you just thread your power strip through the grommet.
That's so cool.
It's great, right? We made it to be easy. It was created by horse people who are in the barn and they don't have time for complicated. So we made it plug and play. The square base will actually unscrew off the bottom and it comes into two pieces. So you've got this round disc piece with holes in it, and you can either screw this into a permanent setting or grab a zip tie and then you just thread the zip tie through. The square plate goes back on.
Now, there's an extra port there. What is that for?
This is for programming. This is how we program. Like we said earlier, each kit has a name. This is Lola. So when we get all of the pieces in, everything is programmed for Lola. And this camera, this is the port for programming. It's what we do in-house.
I see.
So by the time you receive everything, it's all preset, it's all password protected, it's all locked down.
So nobody can hack into this from the outside and see your horse?
They cannot. Only the people you share your passwords with. See, everything will start to light up and do its job. This is your router. So on the side of your router, you should have a green light, which means yes, you have an internet connection. If that light's red, that means you do not have an internet connection. And then you have bars of service. And right here we have a great signal because we've got 4 bars. Now this disc, which is glued to the lid of your box, should have a green light around it, and this is your wireless signal.
When you're in a barn like this, how do you decide where you're going to put a camera?
I always recommend that you cover your aisle, especially the entrance to your tack room, your tack up areas, just to make sure you can monitor who's coming and going.
For theft is what you're thinking?
For theft,
okay.
Sure. And then when it comes to the horses, pick your favorite horse, your top horse, your most accident-prone horse. You know, that's where I put the others, is on the horses. And the best part is once we put a camera up, we're just going to zip tie it up.
As long as you're near an outlet, you can move it.
And that's what makes it even for home use, for foaling use.
We're going to put it up there. You want to do one and then I'll do one?
It's a deal. Go right up here. Just zip tie it down. Put your base on. And then screw your arm on. So once it's all in place, then you just plug it in. And then plug in the camera. So what you're going to do is put your camera here, looking down the aisle. That's it.
And I'm okay so far?
You're great. Do you see your green lights on the back of the camera, in the very back? So you know you have power?
Yes.
Perfect. So now we're just going to give it a minute to settle in and connect to the router. We do 1 or 2 frames per second. So you get enough that you get their movement.
You sure do.
And you know what's happening. It's on about a 5-second delay. There we are talking. You can have multiple views on your devices. So if you wanted to have up to 16 cameras, you could have up to 16 at one time.
Wow.
And then to see one a little bit larger, you just tap on the one that you want to see and it pulls up full screen.
That is so cool. Thank you so much for showing it to me.
Thank you. Thanks for having us
Well,
today.
best of luck to you.
Thank you.
We're going to keep our eye on you.
You better.
Here are the conclusions we reached about the StallWatch portable equine video surveillance system. Its use of cellular rather than Wi-Fi technology makes the product unique. Performance of the system varies according to the quality of the cellular signal present. Contracts, installation, and operation are simple and intuitive. You can learn more about the StallWatch portable equine video surveillance system at stallwatch.com.